Hello and welcome back to We Are Crafted in His Image. We are on project number 2 of this month's Coco and Crafts class. We are going to be making another friend card. Last week was the gift box with this stamp set, and today we're going to make a card. It's actually just, well, it is 2 layers, but I'd almost call it a single layer card. It's really simple to do, and it's using our new, I don't know if you guys can see the shine. This is almost like a mirror image or mirror reflectiveness. These are so, I was really surprised how metallic these papers are. And this kit comes with 2 different pinks and almost like a champagne color. I think it's supposed to be Sahara Sand and Rococo Rose, and I don't remember which pink this is. But yeah, I was just really surprised at how shiny this thing was. Really cool. So let me set these aside and let's get started. Oh, and we get to use our blending brush. So I already have the stamps mounted that we're going to use today. I'm going to go ahead and open up the pink. We need the pink. Well, let's get our stuff out of here first. Number 2. Now remember, one of the envelopes for this kit was in last week's kit. It should be empty now. And then this week's envelope, there are hearts. There are the little metallic ones, and then there are 2 black ones. You really only need 1 of these 2 black ones. It's a bonus. It's an extra. You can use these for something else later. But we're going to use it as a... oh, how did I get sticky on there? I got a blue dot or something, it looks like. Where's my eraser? That's okay, I'll use that as the back side anyway. So, we are going to use one of these. And yes, they do have some adhesive on the back. Ignore that for now. That's because you'll find out next week it came from the middle of this piece that I cut out. So yes, they do have adhesive on the back, but we're not going to use that part. What we're going to do is take our cards here. Actually, we only need 1 at a time. And I'm going to go ahead and fold this so you can see where the fold line is on the screen. Okay, and we want it about there. You could go further in the center, off to the left. You do want it off to the left. I think I have mine a little bit below center though, if that makes sense. Maybe a little further in. Right about there. Let me open this up. And what we're going to do, I do need my scrap paper over here, is we're going to use this as a mask to give us that heart. So we're going to just use your fingers, just hold it, dab some color on here, get the excess. Actually, you probably don't even need to get the excess because it's going to go off on this black. And then you're going to just go in little circles around the edge of your heart. Just hold it. And see, I didn't get off as much as I wanted to on there. I have a dark spot there that I don't care for, but that's okay. And if you need to lift your hand to turn it around, if it gets off, it's okay. You just line it back up again. And I may end up redoing this one on the back side. I'll have to see what it looks like when I take it off. And let's see, let's take this off and see how it looks. Not too bad. This is a little bit too dark for me, but the nice thing about this is you kind of have some playroom, because this is actually going to get glued. This is just a single 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece, and this is going to get glued to that piece. So if you decide your first one you don't like, you can always flip it over, and that's going to get glued to the back and you're never going to know. And then you could try it again on this side if you want. Debating if I like that or not. I'm going to set it aside and do the other one. We'll come back to it and see. How's that sound? There we go. Okay, so we're going to do that again. And the cool thing about using this black art is we can still use this for something else. That pink isn't showing on here at all. So you can totally use this for another project. Alright, I'm going to hold it about here. Get some color. And let me try to do the top part. Just kind of rub that color around. You want to get it so that it fades out. It's really dark near the heart, but then fades out as it goes away from the heart. And try to keep your fingers away so you don't end up with really pink fingers, but you know, that's the hazards of being a crafter, huh? Make sure that's still lined up. Get my fingers out of the way. And let's see, this is the part I always love. It's just so cool. Ta-da! I love it. I like that one much better. I think I'll keep this one anyway. You know what? I may make it look on purpose. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Let's do some darker splotches around here and there so it looks like it's supposed to be like that. Don't you love how we just kind of wing it as we go? Okay, let's see. That's not bad. I think I kind of like it. Alrighty. Now, if you want to reuse this in a different color, you can actually clean it off pretty well by rubbing it on scrap paper. You can also take a chamois or a baby wipe and wet it. You can wash it just with soap and water and let it dry. I actually have several, and I've kind of I put a piece of washi tape on them to see which colors. These are pink, this one's for pinks, that one's for blues, that one's for greens. So they come in a pack of 3, so, and they're really not that expensive. And they're just so fun to play with. Okay, so pink is not done. We want to stamp our envelopes and the inside of our card. So there is a little heart stamp in the set. We're going to take that, and I'm just going to stamp right in the bottom corner of the inside of my card. And the same on my envelopes. Make sure I'm in the correct corner. You don't want to put them on the corner that you're going to put your stamps. There we go. And clean this off. And that, I believe, the pink is done. We only have just the sentiment to stamp, and then we'll put this together. It'll be super easy. So, envelopes out of the way. Front of the cards come back. And ink up our sentiment. The best kind of friend is a friend like you. And for this one, I stamped it kind of in the middle, off to the left, and slightly below the middle. There we go. Yes! Love it when it goes on straight, or relatively straight. There we go. Alright, let me move this out of the way. And now we just get to put it together. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, put some adhesive on the back of... Ahaha, I knew this was coming. I knew it. I've run out, finally. This thing has lasted a long time. I've actually had this setting alongside of my desk now for a while, waiting to refill this. Okay, so does that go in there like that? Nope, it must go this way. It goes this way. That makes sense. Stamp and seal on the outside where I can read it. Okay, get it going to the end. Yep, there's a sticky. There's a sticky. Okay, and this one as well. And then we get the green piece. I'm gonna hold it like this so I can tell exactly. Ta-da! And there we go. There's that one. Actually, I need my bone folder so it wants to stand up. That'll help a little bit. Grab my other green one. And down it goes. Okay, now we're just going to put our little, and both of these are extras. You can use these for another project, whatever you want to use them for. I actually have a basket of extra pieces, and one of these days I need to just do a random, I have to use stuff out of this basket projects. So now we have some little hearts here. You have 6 of them, and we're going to use mini dimensionals for those. If I can get them out. And actually these are so small, I'm actually going to use half size. 6. And when I'm using these little ones, I really prefer to grab it with my pokey tool. Just makes it a little easier. I don't have fingernails. And of course, this pokey tool that I'm using right now is retired. However, we do have this one. I'm just in the habit of grabbing this one because it's a little closer to me at my desk. But they both work great. In fact, the other one might work better for this because it has that flat spatula as opposed to this pokey one. The flat spatula might actually work better. Get down, get down. And last one, last one. There we go. Alright, get my little trash bucket here. And maybe, if I can pick them up, I'll lay this down so you can see where I'm going to put them. Let's see. One of them right on the line, down here at the bottom. We'll do one inside the heart. And one outside the heart. This is the part I always have a hard time. I see people with these beautiful cards and they have these little embellishments that are just look like they're just randomly tossed on there, but they're perfect in just the right spot. And I just always have a hard time figuring out where that just the right spot is. But I think I like the placement of them where they are right now. So what you can do if you're not sure where you want to put them is keep the backings on, move them around to where you like them, like that, and then I have to use this to hold it. Oh no, yep, yeah, see, it won't hold down. There we go. And then once you get them in a placement where you like them, then just pick up one at a time and set it where you want it. I often will do that when I'm putting sequins on. Just lay them out first and then glue them down. And there we have our finished cards. That was super quick, super easy, but just so cute too. This would be a nice card to make if you have, you know, you want to just send several little notes out to people just to say hi. Not necessarily for Valentine's Day. They could be for any time. So there we have it. We'll be back next week with another card. And I really hope you've enjoyed this and you have a great week. And God's love and blessings to you until we craft together again. Bye.